What's up, YouTubers? This is EMT Martinez. Just going to do a little review on a gun that I haven't really seen a whole lot of reviews on. This is the Glock 35. I had a Glock 21 before. This was the model before they had the rail. I liked it. It was my favorite, but I decided to kick things up a bit. You know, just do a little refreshment. And I got this. So. I got it brand new. Came with the case and the cleaning rod and all that other things that your Glock comes with when you buy it brand new, or if you're lucky, comes with it if you buy it from someone else if they saved it. Anyway, so first off the bat, when I opened it, was obviously the size and the length of the barrel. The barrel is, if I remember correctly, I think it was like 1.5 inches or 1.75 inches longer than the standard models, which obviously gives you a little bit more accuracy for tournaments, which was the main purpose of this gun, tactical / practical. This is one of two different versions. They have it in .40, which is what this is, and the Glock 34, which is 9mm. I haven't shot 9mm, so I can't really tell you anything much about that. So I went from 45 to 40, and out of the bat, you will notice that it comes with the extended clip release, which is actually really handy. You don't have to buy it separately like on a lot of the other models you've had to do. And it also comes with the extended slide release, which is also very nice for you're doing a quick reload during a competition. You're not trying to fumble for that. You just, boom, right there. I did do some things to this right out of the box just because of my personal preference. First thing I did was I put the Meprolite night sights on there. I took off the factory sights because, well, I can't find a whole lot of people that like the factory sights. I was not very happy with them when I got my first gun. So, first thing I did, took those off, put these on. Never been happier. They're pretty damn bright, actually. I'd show you, but then you won't be able to see anything. So, they are really nice. I got the green on green. I didn't try the ambers or anything like that, but from what I hear, they're not as bright as these. So those are good. I like those. I've been able to hit pretty well with these. And another thing that I did was put a Hogue wraparound grip. This was more my personal preference. I know a lot of people that don't put these on there, or they won't do anything to their grips and they'll just leave them bone stock, which is fine. I just prefer to use a wraparound grip because it makes it a little bit more gives a little bit more width to it, you can see, and it just contours to my hand a little bit better. So, and it also comes with these finger channels, I'll just call them. It adds to the grip, and I put them on top of the existing finger channels. And it's just a very nice firm grip for me. I like it. And another thing that you noticed when you got it out of it was the rail here. They put this rail on there so you can put on a flashlight or a laser. They also have laser flashlight combos. All kinds of different shit that you can put on there. Believe it or not, I've actually seen a guy put a foregrip on there from, I think it was like an AR-15 or some shit. I don't know. It was pretty radical. But whatever. Took it out, shot it. It was very easy to manage. Shoots nice. Pretty good. So let's take it apart. Let's take a look inside this thing. Okay. Make sure, point safe direction. Pull trigger. Unload it. And there we go. Notice that the spring is longer. I haven't done anything to the internals other than, obviously clean it. I clean it directly from the factory. It's just my personal preference. And I left the original guide rod on there. I have noticed, I just want to say that it has started to chip around the front of the guide rod, which from what I hear is a pretty common thing. It hasn't broken on me or anything yet, hasn't malfunctioned, but that'll probably be my next purchase. So, yeah, it's a little bit longer, it's nice. I think it's a 15-pound out of the factory, something like that. Anyway, moving on. You got that. You got your barrel here, which compared to the other ones is, like I said before, it's a bit longer. I've heard good things about Lone Wolf barrels, which I'll probably drop into this. Maybe a threaded barrel, put on a compensator for when I do my matches, which hopefully I'll put up a video pretty soon. I have one coming up. I'll put on there. Alright. And the slide. You also, one of the very noticeable things is this channel right here. I'm not personally exactly sure why that is there, but I have heard that it was to balance out the weight of the gun. It's already pretty muzzle heavy as it is, so maybe that's why they cut this out. I don't know. I've also heard people say that it was for porting the barrel, that it came like that from the factory with the barrel ported, which I'm going to say right now is BS, because look at that. This is the factory barrel. You see any porting on there? None at all. So it's obviously not for that. Comparing to the last Glock models that came out before these newer ones, it's mainly this little ramp here, grabs a bullet, pushes it in. That's just a little different. Other than that, everything's the same. Pretty much the same. All the numbers are stamped. I did notice that they are now not made in Austria anymore, I guess. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it still says Austria on it. Maybe the uppers are made in Austria. I don't know. Maybe the lowers are, whatever. But I did notice it says, I don't know if you can see it, it says Smyrna, Georgia. So, I don't know. Maybe they make the lowers in the States and the uppers in Austria. I don't know. But, anyway. And the not really a whole lot of differences in the make, which is awesome because Glock is already very dependable as it is. So no real changes there. They kept it the way that it was before, which is just fine by me. The trigger is 3.5 pounds. Instead of the usual 5 pounds that you get with other models. The trigger pull is pretty good. I tend to choke it up a little bit, just above where it brings down the pin to fire the weapon. So it goes off. I like to just bring it out a little bit until you hear that click, and then I'll just keep it there. Just gives it, chokes it up a little bit more. You don't have so much pull, and when you're doing that, it moves the gun around. So that is my my basic review. Overall, I like it. I think it was a good purchase. It ran me like $690 plus some change here and there. So it is more expensive than the other models, but overall, I think it's worth it. Especially if you're going competition, you will see mostly these, as I've noticed anywhere. So if you want something that's a little bit different than a 1911 style, that's dependable and still has a little bit of the 1911 look and more of a Glock style, I say go for this, or the 9 if you want a little bit less kick for you, better grouping. So anyway, feel free, comment, ask me any questions if I missed anything, criticism, whatever. I don't care. I take all comments, positive and negative, whatever. Do as you may. So, this is EMT Martinez signing out on the review of the Glock 35 and 40 caliber. Maybe I'll put some videos up soon of putting some lead in this thing. Figure of speech, I know you're not supposed to put lead in these. Anyway, y'all have a good one.